Midnight. Midnight, November 2nd. That's unusual. I'd expected us to reappear on Earth much earlier. The static interference I noticed earlier makes everything so unpredictable. Obviously, it wasn't caused by a warhead detonation. What then? Not tachyons, surely. Yes, definitely. A squall of tachyons. Where can they be coming from? I'd almost forgotten the excitement of not knowing, the delights of uncertainty. Tandoori to go. That's all they went out for, these people. Tandoori to go. And instead, they got... I mean, who's safe? How can anyone protect themselves against a world where this happens? Tachyon particles traveling backwards in time occur rarely. Someone must be generating them. If I probe far enough, I should stumble upon the source of the disturbance, though this static makes scanning difficult. Also, there's apparently more than one generator. Most are faint, but a pulse from the southern polar region is strong. Logically, we should investigate the Antarctic signal immediately, assess its connection with this catastrophe. Get me out of here. Out? Certainly. We can trace the tachyons to their source, and John, I just want to be away from these people and that thing, and... I'm sorry. How thoughtless of me. This must be a distressing time for you. John, for Christ's sake, just take it away. Take Cat away, Vite. Take Cat away and face me. Adrian, I'm sorry. I don't buy this hoax invasion story. Come on! What are you really up to? Very well. Once more. I engineered a monster, cloned its brain from a human psychic, sent it to New York, and killed half of the city. Adrian, that's bullshit. Listen to voice. He did it. Look, nobody could do that. You're being... He did it. Half New York. Fight. Get rid of Cat. No, I don't think so. After all, her presence saves you the humiliation of another beating. Rorschach, his story. It's full of holes. Adrian, your assassination attempt. What if he'd shot you first instead of your secretary? I suppose I'd have had to catch the bullet, wouldn't I? You... Come on. That's completely... You couldn't really do that. You wouldn't kill half New York. You couldn't. I could. I did. If you like, I'll tell you how. The psychic was the key. Poor young Robert Deschaines. I acquired his brain after death, and my geneticists cloned something much bigger and more powerful from it, incorporating it into my creature. The brain was a psychic resonator. It would amplify a signal pulse and broadcast it, the signal triggered by the onset of death. We coded a lot of information into the signal, terrible information. Max Shay's descriptions of an alien world, Hira Manish's images, and Lynette Paley's sounds. Other than those killed outright by the shock, many will be driven mad by the sudden flood of grotesque sensation, and sensitives worldwide will have bad dreams for years to come. No one will doubt this Earth has met a force so dreadful it must be repelled, all former enmities aside. No one will know. Those involved are all dead. Killed by killers who killed each other. A lethal pyramid. What about us? Yes, I've been rather wondering about that myself. Bubastis, what is it, girl? I see. Right. Of course. Who else has the intelligence or resources for tachyon interference? It displays remarkable foresight, don't you think? Since tachyons only affect me, he's obviously anticipated my possible discovery of his plot for some time. Plot? Are you saying that Adrian planned all that stuff in New York? Yes. Yes. He killed Blake and half New York. Excuse me, Rorschach. I'm informing Lori 90 seconds ago. Rorschach? John, don't. Don't start all your crap now. Did Mike kill all those people? I'm sorry. It's these tachyons. They're muddling things up. I'd better follow him inside. No! Don't you dare leave me out here! Oh, dear. Bubastis, quickly. Must stop him. Killed Blake. Killed half New York. Yes. Yes, he killed Blake and half New York. Excuse me, Rorschach. I'm informing Laurie 90 seconds ago. What? Where's Laurie? John, are you okay? You seem sort of drugged. I'm sorry. It's these tachyons. They're muddling things up. I'd better follow him inside. Right. Even if I can't predict where I'm going to find you, I can turn this place to glass. You can't hide. The tachyons were clever, but this is stupid. It isn't like you to... Very well. If I must follow this through to the bitter end... Bubastis, forgive me. Light, don't. Do you know, I really wasn't sure that would work. Wait! You're an asshole. Oh, shit. Oh! There. Something else I wasn't sure would work. Oh. Fight, you bastard. If you've hurt her, I'll... Oh, Daniel. Daniel. Please, do grow up. My new world demands less obvious heroism, making your schoolboy heroics redundant. What have they achieved? Failing to prevent Earth's salvation is your only triumph. By default, you usher in an age of illumination so dazzling that humanity will reject the darkness in its heart and turn instead towards the... I am disappointed, Vite. Very disappointed. Restructuring myself after the subtraction of my intrinsic field was the first trick I learned. It didn't kill Osterman. Did you think it would kill me? What's that in your hand, Vite? Another ultimate weapon? Yes. Yes, you could say that. From New York, pictures coming up. Scene here, utterly horrible. I can't describe. Death toll in the millions. People insane. A pregnant woman convinced her unborn child was eating her. This can't be right. Millions of Institute looking at it in other dimensions. These first pictures show. Is that no comment? We have no comment. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. Have we been invaded? We ask. Impossible as it seems, we cannot dismiss the possibility of millions. Alien contact, or, and in New York, millions of... From London, Mr. Healy sent a message of world leaders responding to the tragedy. From Russia, Gorbachev stated that in light of alarming developments in New York, he went on to suggest suspension of hostilities until forcing withdrawal from Afghanistan as soon as confusion here and to hostilities. Immediate summit in New York tonight. And end the war in Afghanistan as a gesture of end the war. I did it. I did it! I saved Earth from hell. Next, I'll help her towards Utopia. It is as Ramesses said. Canaan is devastated, Ashkelon is fallen, Gezer is ruined, Yenoam is reduced to nothing. Israel is desolate, and her seed is no more, and Palestine has become a widow for Egypt. Wait a minute. Next? After what you did? You can't get away with that. All the countries are unified and pacified. Can't get away with it. Will you expose me, undoing the peace millions died for? Kill me, risking subsequent investigation? Morally, you're in checkmate. Like Blake. Let's compromise. What? Logically, I'm afraid he's right. Exposing this plot, we destroy any chance of peace, dooming Earth to worse destruction. On Mars, you demonstrated life's value. If we would preserve life here, we must remain silent. Never tell anyone? We really have to buy this? Jesus, he was right. All we did was fail to stop him saving Earth. Jesus. How can humans make decisions like this? We're damned if we stay quiet. Earth's damned if we don't. Okay. Okay, count me in. We say nothing. Joking, of course. Rorschach? Rorschach, wait! Where are you going? This is too big to be hard-assed about. We have to compromise. No. Not even in the face of Armageddon. Never compromise. Now, what would you call that, I wonder? Blotting out reality, perhaps? Oh, well, in all likelihood, it's of no consequence. As a reliable witness, Rorschach is hardly, how shall we put it, without stain. Still, I think I shall meditate now in my orrery. Obviously, you must both make yourselves at home. Both? I just want to go somewhere else. Can you get us out of here, John? John? Where'd he go? Where'd everybody go? I mean, in New York. All those bodies. How can everybody just walk away from that? Let's find someplace quiet, away from these lights. We need to think, to talk. But where's John? He's been acting so strange. He predicted I'd tell him about you and me, then seemed angry when I did. How angry? Oh, I don't know. He confuses me, and I don't need confusing. I'm screwed up already. I learned stuff on Mars, and then New York. Dead. Everybody was just dead. I keep wanting to cry, but my throat, it's not big enough. Dan, can we sit down? Lori, listen, about us. Do you think John minds? It doesn't matter. After New York, nothing matters. That's what I'm trying to say. Dan, please. Sit with me. I need you. Dan, all those people, they're dead. They can't disagree or eat Indian food or love each other. Oh, it's sweet. Being alive is so damn sweet. Lori, what do you want me to do? I want you to love me. I want you to love me because we are not dead. Here. Take these off. I want to see you. I want to see you and taste you and smell you. Just because I can. What is that, Dan? What's that you smell of? Nostalgia. Where are you going? Back to our ship. Back to America. Evil must be punished. People must be told. Rorschach, you know I can't let you do that. Of course. Must protect Vite's new utopia. One more body amongst foundations makes little difference. Well, what are you waiting for? Do it, Rorschach. Do it!
Have described the scene as like Hiroshima, but building. We asked, will further attacks be imminent? And literally millions. Apparently, the creature died upon accident, very intelligent, but inexpensively upon death.
Hello, John. I was hoping we'd have the chance to talk. John, I know people think me callous, but I've made myself feel every death. By day, I imagine endless faces. By night, well, I dream about swimming towards a hideous... No, never mind. It isn't significant. What's significant is that I know I've struggled across the backs of murdered innocents to save humanity, but someone had to take the weight of that awful necessary crime. I'd hoped you'd understand. Unlike Rorschach. You needn't consider Rorschach, but yes, I understand, without condoning or condemning. Human affairs cannot be my concern. I'm leaving this galaxy for one less complicated. But you'd regained interest in human life. Yes, I have. I think perhaps I'll create some. Goodbye, Adrian. John, wait. I did the right thing, didn't I? It all worked out in the end. In the end? Nothing ends, Adrian. Nothing ever ends. John, wait. What do you mean by... All right, I'm coming.
And now, more Christmas excitement with tonight's return visit.
Your friends, Mr. and Mrs. Hollis, are here to see you. What? But I don't know any...
To the outer limits.
Ah, I don't know anyone I'd rather see come inside. How wonderful, my dear friends, Mr. and Mrs. Hollis. Oh, of course. Mother, What the hell are you trying to do? I thought you were dead. Who did that to your hair? You should sue. You look like a waitress.
There is nothing wrong with your television set.
Mother, shut up. We can't stay long, but we had to let you know we're okay. We brought flowers. Merry Christmas, Mom. Oh, Lori. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so glad to see you. So who's the stud? He was Dan Dryberg. We're Sam and Sandra Hollis now. Delighted to meet you, Dan.
Equally delighted, Miss Jupiter. I'm a fan from way back.
Oh, I like this one. Now, let me see. I must have some gifts for you. Mom, we don't have long, and there's important things to discuss. At Christmas, what's more important than gifts? When you were a little girl, always, you used to... Mom, I found out who my real dad was. You? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Laurel, I'm so sorry. What must you think? It was just an afternoon in summer. He stopped by. Mom, I tried to be angry, but I mean, I never wanted you to know. I should have told you, but I don't know. I just felt ashamed. I felt stupid. And, Mom, it doesn't matter. People's lives take them strange places. They do strange things. And, well, sometimes they can't talk about them. I know how that is. I love you, Mom. You never did anything wrong by me. That's all I came to tell you, I guess. We have to go, but we'll visit soon. Sure. Listen, take this. It'll help you hold on to Blondie. Guess I better find him something, too. Well, yeah, but hurry. I get nervous waiting around. What's that, Oh, that old thing. Hope it hasn't embarrassed you.
Oh, no, not at all. To tell the truth, well, in 1952, I owned a copy.
You did? Why, bless you. You keep it. Just don't tell the wife. Sam, honey, come on. And don't wait too long to have children. I'm an old woman. Goodbye, Mom.
You know, maybe that wasn't such a bad idea of your mother's.
Children? Forget it. Not yet. You were talking about adventuring, and I'm not staying home changing diapers.
Night Owl and Silk Spectre. Sounds neat.
Silk Spectre's too girly, you know? Plus, I want a better costume that protects me. Maybe something leather with a mask over my face. Also, maybe I ought to carry a gun.
Oh, so you finally came back. What, did you go to Dimension X for him, Seymour, Christ, I don't know. 3 million New Yorkers died and you weren't one of them. Seymour, don't you have anything to do?
Well, I was gonna eat.
Oh, no. You got 2 more pages to fill before you eat, thanks to this goddamned ass kissing accord. Nobody's allowed to say bad things about our good old buddies, the Russians, anymore. So bang, goes a 2-page column. Get some filler from somewhere.
Well, I guess something from the crank file.
Yes, whatever's within your limited abilities. Just please, let me eat my lunch in peace. Go on, just run whichever you want. I leave it entirely in your hands.